Hello, good and wonderful people. You are welcome back to my channel. My name is Tessie. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, depending on where you are watching from. So, before I dive into this news, if this is the first time you're watching my video or you have been watching without subscribing, please and please kindly hit on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe. Also, on the notification button. In that way, anytime I upload a new video, they will notify you. And I pray that the same way you lovelies are supporting me here in this channel, God will definitely send people that will support you in whatever you are doing in life, in Jesus' name. Amen. And this news here read, Nigeria's economic growth will be stagnant for the next 3 years. World Bank warns. The World Bank has forecasted that the next 3 years will prove gloomy for Nigeria as growth in the real gross domestic product will stall at 2.1% for 2020, 2021 and 2022. The Washington headquarter institution, in its January 2020 Global Economic Prospect, gave a bleak prognosis of Nigeria economic growth in the years ahead, saying a rudderless government policy framework would account for the poor GDP growth in 2020. That GDP growth in Africa's largest economy had been lamentably low in the last few years, with 1.9% and 2% posted in 2020 and 2019 respectively, which is worry for investors and pundits. That the next 3 years, beginning from 2020, will be pledged by arrested economic growth at 2.1% annually is a woe. Yet, considering the cumulative impact of 5 years dating back to 2018 on the nation's economic situation, suggested that succor is out of question for Nigeria's largest poor citizenry. Growth in Nigeria is expected to edge up to 2.1% as macroeconomic is not conducive to confidence, the World Bank said. Investors' confidence in the economy is currently unusually abysmal given the lackluster performances of both the money and the capital market in the year that just went by, with investors losing 15.60% of their investment in 2019. The Nigerian Stock Exchange ended the year as the second worst performing stock market on the continent after Zambia Lusaka Stock Exchange. My God, data released by the Debt Management Office last week revealed that the foreign investor participation in the bond market fell to 4.39% in 2019 from 10.99% the year before on account of fall in yield and the anxieties that plunged in oil prices could put a strain on the petrodollar. The story is in no different in the Treasury B market, where the current crunch has dragged yields to 5.2%, the lowest in nearly a decade as a matter of fact. Growth in Nigeria is expected to remain subdued. The macroeconomic framework, characterized by multiple exchange rates, foreign exchange restriction, high persistent inflation, and a central bank targeting manifold objective, does not provide a firm anchor for confidence. Okay, lovelies, and this is basically it for you all. In Nigeria now, every day what we hear is worse, worse, from worse to worse. I mean, when are we going to be hearing good from this worse we hear every day? Before, I heard the other day that Nigeria is now the second most corrupt country in the whole world. Now they are telling you that Nigeria stock exchange ended the year with the second worst performing stock market. Now, wow. And this World Bank self, they have contributed to our problems heavily, because these people, they keep borrowing money from World Bank. They will borrow to pay the one they borrowed before. The one you borrowed, we don't know what you use it for. You cannot account for it. There is nothing good you use it for, because the country keeps sliding from one worse rate to another. So definitely this money you are borrowing, you are not using it to do anything. And they will still come and ask you to borrow them, and you will still borrow them. And this money is not as if maybe they will just borrow and return it like that. They pay with interest. So, what do you expect from a country like that? And this is what you get when people who doesn't know their left and right are in power. When incompetent people are in charge, this is what you get. And sometimes I begin to wonder if these people they read this news. I don't know if they see it, or I don't know, because this news I'm reading now has been on the public domain for the past 3 days. I'm just coming across it now. So you can never see this kind of thing on national television. You will never see it. They will rather post unnecessary thing. They will rather post the lies. They will rather post the deceit, so that the citizens will think that okay, maybe the government are really doing something. They are really trying. And this that's why some people, they will come to my channel and say, Buhari is trying, we should give him our support. I mean, I've asked this question several, like over and over again. These things you say that you people says he is doing, he is trying, we should give him our support, we should not criticize him. A lot of people have a lot. I'm not saying what I don't know. A lot of them like that comes here. Just that I delete comments a lot. I don't leave negative comments. So I see a lot of them like that. So I do ask this question. These things they are doing that you all are trying, most of you are trying to defend him. Is it spiritual that I myself cannot see it? Because it's only you people that comes here to criticize us are the ones seeing what this man is doing. Because me, I'm not seeing them. If I see them, I will gladly praise them, because I'm not enemy of progress. I like it when someone is making progress. So if you are sure, if you are doing a good thing, surely I will praise you. But this Buhari's regime, me, I don't see any good thing they are doing for Nigerians, okay? And I don't think maybe the problem is me. I think the problem is you people that have refused to wake up to see that this government, they don't care about you. They don't care about your welfare. They don't care about your well-being. These people, they are only fighting for their pocket. They are only fighting for themselves, for their children, for their children. So I don't think the problem is me. I think the problem is you that have refused to sit down and ask some questions. Ask yourself some questions. Ask, what about the campaign promises? Like all the promises they made to us, they made to Nigerians before they took over power in 2015. Why not ask how many of those promises have they fulfilled? By now, this time around, year 2020, I've asked this question before. Are we still supposed to be talking about Boko Haram? Boko Haram is one of the major promise they made to Nigeria that they are going to get rid of. One of the major promise. So if they even tell some Nigerians in their dream, in their widest dream, that by now some people will still be running Eta scatter because of Boko Haram. I seen one video that day on Facebook. Maybe most of you might have seen the video. See the way this Boko Haram was chasing these people all over. These people, and you see them, they surrender them with their. I don't know that those ones they will run. They are running to nowhere. Definitely, they will capture them. So by now, are we supposed to be talking about Boko Haram? Some people cannot even have peace in their own community. So a lot of people are running a scatter. A lot of people has left their community, their land, their property just to be safe. They run to nowhere. So are you trying to tell me that this government doesn't have access to these terrorists? Of course not. But they are keeping mute for their own personal reason, best known to them. And do you know that this Boko Haram, they have a special journalist who report on their behalf on a daily basis, that once they kill anyone now, a video will be sent to that person and the person will be the one to release the video. This particular journalist is in Nigeria. He's a Nigerian and he's in Nigeria. He's a well-known, he's a public figure, a well-known Nigerian. So why not sit down sometime, ask yourself question, where you are today, are you supposed to be here? If Nigeria is a developed country with all the resource we have in Nigeria, are you supposed to be where you are today? And Most of the why this thing, this most of these people that even comes here to attack us, trying to speak for their own good, most of these people, they are living a very wretched life. Most of these people, they are suffering and smiling. You say, okay, maybe because you are not in Nigeria, and maybe you have traveled out. If your country is good, will you travel to another country? If you have all it takes to live well in your country, will you bother to go to another man's country where you will receive all the insult? Someone will insult you. Not that you will go there, you have to struggle for documents before they will even give you the document, before you start looking for a job. So if you have all it takes to live good life in your country, will you bother traveling out? Most of those people that take the risk of taking the route, desert to Libya, Libya to Italy, is it not because they are in search of a greener pasture? So if you have it in your country, why looking for it outside? Why not ask yourself question? And because of that, we've lost so many souls. So many died in the sea. Why so many died in the desert? So many were killed by Arab people. We see the way they maltreat them every day, not just maybe through the Libya to desert this thing. So many Arab countries, you see videos, some terrible videos on the internet that you cannot even watch them, because seeing human being like you going through all those things and knowing that where they came from, they can get better, they deserve better. So seeing those videos on a daily basis, don't dare touch you that you will not talk. You will not give your support, and someone will talk. You will still condemn the person. What kind of heart do you have? Seeing those horrible videos we watch every day, don't dare touch you. Don't you feel for them? Some of the videos, you cannot even see them here on YouTube because of YouTube policy. Those videos are very terrible. Just go to Facebook. See human being, the way they shoot human being for committing no crime, because of what you believe, because of your faith. You see the way they kick human being like chicken. So are you waiting until it will be your own turn? Are you waiting till it will happen to you, or maybe anybody related to you, your relative? Because the case of Nigeria is the case of who will be next. We have said it here that today's victim was yesterday's survivor. So are you waiting till it will be your own turn before you stand up for your rights, before you stand up and speak, before you give your support? It is terrible how we are moving, the kind of corruption, the kind of insecurity we have in Nigeria today. As bad as good luck administration, we don't have it back then in 2015. So what are we not saying? Good luck said it plainly, that if he eventually leave power, that the freedom we enjoyed, we will not see it again. And that is exactly what we are saying. The prophecy of Goodluck Jonathan playing in our own very eyes. This is basically it for you all. I've come to the end of this video. Sometimes if you are among those people attacking people on internet, sometimes sit at the corner of your room, think about your life, think about yourself, and tell yourself the truth. And this is basically it for you all. Please don't forget to share this video, like and subscribe, and I will definitely see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and remain blessed until I come your way next time.